If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until the day you die. Now, that's a quote that I have posted here that I look at every single day to remind me why I must work hard. And it also reminds me of exactly what's going to happen if I don't. Now, this quote was stated by the eighth richest man in the world himself, Warren Buffett. You see, the previous video, we spoke about how inflation is killing us. But this video, I'm going to talk about the strategies that I use to counteract that inflation. So, if you care more about your economic and financial future than watching Housewives and eating Chick-fil-A every day and Netflix and chilling, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page. This is Kareem with NewTX Realty, and these are the strategies I use to master wealth in an inflationary environment. Let's go. So first, we got to understand what inflation is. Inflation is the rate of increase in prices over a given period of time. Inflation is typically a broad measure, such as overall increases in prices or increases in the cost of living in a country. But it can also be more narrowly calculated. So, for example, such as foods or services, such as like a haircut or something. So basically, this just means that prices go up over time. And this leads me to my first strategy, an emergency fund. You see, an emergency fund is essential. But what is it? An emergency fund is a cash reserve that's specifically set aside for unplanned expenses and financial emergencies. So this is needed because these prices are rising so rapidly. Now, I first started with just $1,000. Then, after I saved up 6 months worth of my expenses, I was good to go. So I had to postpone eating my Chick-fil-A every day, as well as taking my vacations in Europe. But once that fund was established, we out. So the second thing, I had to make sure I diversified my investments. So this means that I'm not concentrated in just one asset class, or I'm not pooling all my assets and all my eggs into one basket. You see, I mentioned in the last video that I own 3 properties, 2 which are revenue generating. So I have my properties, I have my cash, I have my crypto, and I'm heavily invested in the stock market. So by spreading everything around, if one goes down, I'll be okay because I have investments elsewhere. And this leads to the next strategy, passive income streams. See, this is important because inflation, it has tremendously increased, but so has my wealth. And why is that? My houses, my stocks, even my cash. And I haven't even done anything to do this. You see, I've seen firsthand that a company will fire tons of their employees, all to return value to their shareholders. You see, passive investing is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. But in addition to that, I'm also making sure I'm investing in my financial education and awareness. You see, I continue to educate myself on this changing environment. So this includes reading articles, staying up to date on current events, and reading lots of books. You see, there's a saying, if you ever want to hide something from someone, put it in a book. We got to make sure we read, guys. Ray Dalio, A Changing World Order, Richard Rothstein, The Color of Wealth, Richard Reeves, Dream Hoarders, Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers. Regardless of what you like, just make sure you keep reading and make sure you keep educating yourself. Next, we got to make sure we control our spending habits. See, once I understood the difference between a need and a want, I was able to make much smarter spending decisions. Yes, I skipped my Chick-fil-A and the trips to Cancun, but temporary sacrifice and delayed gratification for permanent financial security, it was always an easy choice. You can make $1 million a year and still be broke, or you can make $100,000 a year and live life in abundance. The way I look at it is not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So to summarize, we understand what inflation is. We know how to set up our emergency fund, and we know why we need it. We see the benefits of diversifying our investments. We establish multiple passive income streams. We're investing in our financial education and awareness. And lastly, we are practicing smarter spending habits. You see, these techniques that I have used, like they've proven to be a benefit to me. So if you feel that any of these strategies could provide value to you or someone else, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me and giving me your support. To survive this inflationary environment, we have to make good financial decisions. And I plan on helping by providing more valuable content. This is Kareem with NewTX Realty. Until next time, thank you.